In today's Daily Dose of Math, we are doing a tree diagram question. And this is the type of tree diagram where they are giving you fractions that show how likely each of the choices are. 3/4 of the socks in my drawer are red, 1/8 are green, and the rest are white. Half of my shoes are black and the rest are brown. 3/5 of those shoes have laces and the rest do not. The first thing is to draw the tree diagram, and I'm going to start by doing the colors of the socks. So we have red, green, and white. I'm drawing 3 branches. And I'm labeling them R, G, and W. Then we have fractions that go with these. 3/4 are red, so I have to write the 3/4 fraction here. 1/8 are green, and the rest are white. So they're actually not telling me this fraction, they're making me figure it out. If I subtract 3/4 and 1/8 from 1, I get 1/8. So the rest is 1/8. Then we have the shoes. Half are black, half are brown. So regardless of what color socks I take, I'm branching out so that I have half a chance of black, half a chance of brown shoes. And that happens no matter what color, so I have to do this 3 times. Since both black and brown start with B, I have to come up with a different label so I can tell them apart. So BL is black, BR is brown. And in each case it was half and half. So these are 1/2 the fractions, but I have to write those if I want my tree diagram to be complete, showing all the information that I need. Finally, 3/5 of the shoes have laces and the rest do not. So we have a third set of branches, and it's 3/5 with laces, and I'll put NL for no laces. And again, they're making me figure out what this fraction is. If 3/5 have laces, then 1 minus 3/5 is 2/5 that do not have laces. And then I repeat this. It's very repetitive. But don't fall victim to the temptation of not completing your tree diagram just because it's repetitive. If you're doing this to earn marks on an exam, it's a worthwhile way to spend your time. I need all of these fractions repeated as well. Now my tree diagram is complete. I have answered part A. Part B, how many combinations are there? We could figure this out just with the information we were given without needing a tree diagram, but it certainly is easier to figure out when you've drawn the tree diagram first, because we can count the n branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 combinations. And then part C, calculate the probability of me wearing brown laced shoes with red socks. I'm going to circle the branches of the tree that make this happen. I'm starting with the red socks, and I'll circle that branch with the red label and the fraction that goes with it. It was brown laced. So I'm continuing down to this brown section, and then up to this laced section. And we can see the part of the tree that makes this happen. The ordered triple that we are asked for is a pair of brackets with the labels R, BR, and L. That's my ordered triple. And now I have to calculate the probability, and I use the fractions for that. So having a complete tree diagram pays off because it makes the answering of the questions at the end so much easier. We are doing 3/4 times 1/2 times 3/5. 3 3 times 1 is 3, times 3 is 9, my numerator is 9, 4 times 2 is 8, times 5 is 40. So 9/40ths is the probability that I will get this combo if I select at random. If I want to give my answer in fraction form, but I also want to give it in decimal and percent form. 9 divided by 40 is going to be 0.225. And then when we multiply by 100 to get a percentage, we will get 22.5%. All of these, the percentage, the decimal, and the fraction, are correct answers to the question. But I encourage my students to give all three whenever they're doing this type of question, because that way, if you're ever in an exam situation where the exam specifically said, give the percentage, you have. If it's a different question and the exam wanted a fraction, well, you gave that too. Basically, you don't have to worry about how they wanted the answer shown because you're showing it in all three of the appropriate ways. There is a 22.5% chance that, choosing at random, I end up with red socks and brown laced shoes in this situation. That is today's Daily Dose of Math. Please like, subscribe, and share.